Hey guys, it's me, Inspired Joe Min, and today I'll be showing you how to make really cute slippers. Okay, here's what you'll need. You'll need an old pair of slippers or some that you bought from the thrift store. You'll need some measuring tape for your fabric, some felt fabric for your designs on the slipper, sewing scissors, and some other fabric for your cover, and a sewing kit to help you out, of course. Now I'll be doing the actual pattern for my base of my slipper. If you don't know what that is, I'm talking about the inside, not the outside. So now I'll be doing the length and the width. And the current length right now is by 10.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is make it go at 11, since it's at 10.5. Once I have this, I'll draw this 11 inches onto my fabric by length. Now I'll be doing the width. The width is currently 3 inches. So what I'm going to do with that is double it by a half. So basically 3.5. And I'm going to write that down also on my fabric and on a note. Once you've done that, now you can trace the bottom of the slipper onto that to where you've had your measurements with a blue pen. Now you've finished with one shoe, you can do the next shoe, which is pretty much easy. Now you need to cut it out, but when you cut the actual patterns out, make sure you leave it inches away, just 1 inch away from the actual dotted line. So when you sew on the dotted line, you'll still have the exact same format, so you can sew it onto your bottom base. Once you've cut out the bottom bases, now you can sew on the dotted line. Once you've done that, you need to leave one opening, which is very important, so you can flip it inside out. I left mine at the top. So what I did is I'm going to open it from inside out using my thumb and my index finger on both hands. Just like doing your socks in the laundry. This is what it needs to look like. Once you've done that, slip it into your slipper and get ready to sew it onto the bottom of your slipper shoe. This is how it should look like. When one is done, you can finally do the other. Now we will be doing the actual cover for the foot cover. I will fold my actual fabric over twice for thickness because I like it for it to be thick. Don't worry about it. Mine, I will have 2 lines to show you how much of an inch I'm going to leave off when I cut. The first line shows within the space of the slipper. The second line shows the inch of space I'm going to give it because I'm sewing. Once I do this, I'm actually going to put the fabric over it while my foot is in the slipper and pin it down. If you can't do this by yourself, ask an adult for help. Watch how I do this. I take the tip of it and turn it inward toward to make a boat sail. And then I cross it over to the inside of my foot. I'll repeat this again. You take the outer corner and turn it inward of the fabric to make a boat sail. Then you cross it over to your inside of your foot. Once this is done, you can pin it down and you'll have your little space. Once that's done, you can sew from the bottom lip to the white fabric. Once that's done, you can finally do the inside and however you feel like you need to do. This is how it should look on both of the shoes. Do not forget to trim the insides. That is important because your feet will be feeling it. Here's an example of how I trim mine. Not like exactly like this, but that's just an example. So you can leave it like this, or you can add a cute little animal either on it by drawing it or making a design on it. But I'll show you how I do my bunnies in a minute. But this is how the overview should look. So if you do anything wrong, please rewind and please ask questions if you don't know. Now we'll be using this white fabric that's folded up left over from the cover for the bunny. How fun is this gonna be? Woo! Now I've opened it and crossed it in half. I folded it in half. See, no, just fold. And now I'm going to use it for both sides of two bunnies. One here, and I'll draw it, and one for the other side too. Once you finish one side, you can continue to the other side. Now that you've sewn on the line, you can probably cut it out from here. But do not forget, whenever you sew around the edge, make sure you have an opening so you can turn it inside out. If you didn't do this, you may have to start over again. Do not cut and start over again. It will suck. Trust me. So now that you've sewn it and cut it out, use your index finger and your thumb, like I said before, which are the inside, and use your thumb to push it out while your index finger brings the outside in. Now that you've done this, you can probably stuff it with old material. It's poly felt because that's what I had lying around. You can use old material or cotton, fab, anything you can probably find. I'm using a pin to stuff it in because it makes it more easier. Do the littlest first before you get to the big stuff. So do a little at a time, like I'm doing his ears first before I even start on his whole head. Once I'm going to be finishing sewing up his rest of the head, I'm going to sew from the inside of the current head so I can close his head up and sew his head right on to the slipper's head. You start from the inside and you bring it to the other side. And you continue this method till you're done closing his head off. That sounds so gruesome. Once you've done this, you can place it on the shoe and start on your other one. Once you've done with these two, you can probably sew them onto your slipper. Well, I hope you guys like this, and this is like a first for me, and I thought it was really cute. If you guys ever try this, please post a video response. I really want to see what you guys have done with this. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below or private message me. I really do appreciate you guys talking to me, and I hope this guys have helped you find your cuteness within. I've actually never done this before, but I love creating stuff. Well, I will be talking to you guys later. Bye!